Hello everyone. So today we are going to see a simple web server, how we can create a simple web server in Golang using its inbuilt package called net/http. So we have lot of functions there. So we'll just use a few of them to create a simple web server within 5 minutes. So it may take more than 5 minutes for us, but definitely for you it will not take. So here I have created a folder, empty folder, and we'll open it with our Visual Studio. And we'll create a file called main.go. As you already know, in Golang, main.go file is important because that's where the execution starts. And inside main package we will define a package, since it's main package, and we have to define a function called main. So we'll define a function called main, and inside this, so we have a package called http. So inside that we can create a web server, simple web server. So in web server we have two things. We have a path, we have a port number. So we will first define our port number, in which port number we are going to run our web server. After that we need some handler functions which will which will call a function for every URL paths, for different URL paths. So currently we will use a single URL path. We will not use much complex for now. So we have a function called handle function, and we will define a path slash home, and we'll create a hello world function. Sorry, what happened? We'll define a function. We'll define this function in a while. And let's start our web server. We have a function called log.fatal which deals with the errors. So if our web server will not start properly, and listen and serve, and here we will pass fmt.printf. We'll pass our port number, basically %v slash sorry, it will be inside, it should be inside inverted comma, and we will give the port. After that we'll pass nil. So basically this nil is telling the compiler that we are using a default multiplexer, so default routing multiplexer. So later when we use some other multiplexer, so we will pass that object there, but currently we are not using, so we will passing nil. So we will define a function called hello world, and this will take two parameters. One is http dot response writer. So in any web server we have two things, we can do two things. One is we can send some request, or we can get some request using so here we have two things, response writer and request. So using these, like if you want to read something from the API call, so you can use this request R object, and if you want to send some data from server to client sides, then you have to we write the data in response writer object. Okay, so currently we are going to do same, because we want our message to be printed in web browser. So we are sending some data from our side. So we will write we'll pass our response writer object, and we'll pass the message we want to print. Okay, so hello world, Hello world, welcome to my YouTube channel. So that was all, I guess. That's all required for a simple web server in Golang. Okay, so we will create a go mod file once. That is it is important. This should be our like this should be in our blood, like we always do this, okay, in Golang. So we do go mod init and simple server will just name, and now we'll see we have two files. So we'll start our server, go run dot, and we will create a new window, and we'll go localhost 8080. Oh shit, why it is saying 404 page not found. Let me see once. Handle function. Okay, so we have given a path called same slash home, for only slash, like we have not defined anything, that's why we are getting 8080 error. So we will try giving home, and yeah, hooray, we got the output. Hello world, welcome to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. So that's all for this video. This is a simple example of a simple web server in Golang. Later we will further add lot of things, and we are going to cover a lot of things in this series. So stay connected and keep supporting. Thank you very much.